Good morning. Great to have you here. As you can see, we've got a lot to cover. So let's get started with iOS. Our new release is iOS 14. This year, we spent time rethinking some of the most iconic elements of the experience on iPhone. Well, that brings us to this year. We're doing more on our iPhones today than ever before, so we've rethought some of the core elements of iOS to reflect this. Let me give you a quick peek. Today's home screen works great, but as we get more and more apps, we can end up with this: lots and lots of pages. And we tend to forget what's beyond the first couple. Wouldn't it be great if there were a way to organize all of those apps without doing a thing? Well, this year we're doing just that with something called the App Library. It's a new space at the end of your home screen pages that automatically organizes all your apps in one simple and easy to navigate view. App Library comes in. You can see that all of my apps are automatically organized here. In fact, now with the App Library, I actually don't need all those pages for all my apps. So we created an easy way to hide app pages. I just go into jiggle mode, tap the dots at the bottom, and check this out. I get a zoomed out view of all my app pages. I can simply tap to hide the pages I no longer need, just like that. And now with those pages hidden, App Library is always just a swipe or two away. So here in App Library, getting to the app I'm looking for is really easy. Up at the top, I have the search field, and I get all my apps organized from A to Z. Now over here on the upper left, I have suggestions. It uses on-device intelligence to show me the apps that I'm likely to need. Next, let's turn to widgets. To start, they're more beautiful and data-rich. And we're introducing different sizes, so you can choose one that best fits your needs. So let's swipe over to Today View and take a look at our new widgets. They're just beautiful. And the new designs are more data-rich than ever. And you can see they now come in a variety of sizes, so you can pick just the right level of information for each one. Now, we like these new widgets so much, we wanted to make them even more accessible. So check this out. I'm just going to tap and hold on the weather widget, and I can drag it out of Today View and onto my home screen. And watch, as I move it around, the apps just dance out of the way to make space for my new widget. Now I'm going to swipe over to page 2 here and bring back up the widget gallery. The gallery is a great place to explore widgets. Now, when I tap on one, I can actually page through all of the different sizes available, just like this. But you know, right now what I want to do is grab this widget up top. It's a really special one. It's called the Smart Stack. I'm just going to tap it and drop it here. With the Smart Stack, I can easily swipe through widgets to pick just the one I want for the moment. But what's really cool is that the Smart Stack can actually do this for me automatically. So in the morning, I can get my news briefing. Throughout the day, find out when I have a meeting coming up. And in the evening, I might get a summary of my activity for the day. We're also bringing picture-in-picture to iPhone. So you can access apps on your iPhone while watching video or talking on a FaceTime call. Let me show you. So here on my home screen, the Smart Stack is showing me the TV widget, so I can just tap to start playing a show. Now check this out. When I swipe to go home, the video automatically goes into picture-in-picture right over the home screen. And when I launch another app, like Notes, I can keep watching. Now I can drag the picture to another part of the screen. If I want to make it bigger, I can even pinch to zoom. Another iconic experience that's getting a major update is Siri. For example, if you say, "Open Safari," Siri pops up at the bottom of the screen and instantly launches the app. Or if you ask for information, like the weather, results appear at the top of the screen, just like a notification. Now, this is especially great when there's information you want to reference on screen. For example, you could ask Siri to add to your grocery list. So that's the new Siri design in iOS 14. But the UI is only part of the story. To tell you more about how we're making Siri smarter than ever, I'll hand it off to Yael Garden.
Thanks, Craig. Siri is getting smarter and even more helpful every day, and I am really excited to share the latest updates with you. Siri helps you in a ton of little ways every day, playing the morning news, ordering a coffee, getting directions, setting the alarm before going to bed, and so much more. In fact, Siri is helping so many of you with a staggering 25 billion requests each month. And Siri is getting more helpful every day. Siri's always been great for getting information and now has over 20 times more facts than just 3 years ago. For more complex questions like, how do hybrid cars work? Or what causes seasons? We recently introduced answers from websites across the internet, enabling Siri to help you find even more answers. Another way Siri helps is with communication, like sending messages. This year, you can now ask Siri to send an audio message, and Siri will start recording. This is great when you really want to have the emotion of your voice come through. When communicating with someone in another language, Siri can help with translations. This year, we're expanding to support many new language pairs. This is hugely popular, but we know our users want more than just translating phrases. They want to have entire conversations, and we believe conversations between languages should feel natural and easy, and have the ability to stay private. That's why we're introducing a new app called Translate. It is designed to be the best and easiest to use app for conversations, and it can work completely offline, keeping your conversations private. Using advanced on-device machine learning and the powerful neural engine, you can translate your text and voice between any combination of these 11 languages. So I could have a conversation with someone in Mandarin, and they could have a conversation with someone in Russian. Just tap on the microphone and say, "What are your store hours?"
¿Cuáles son las horas de su tienda?
You get back the text and audio right away. And just turn the phone to landscape to open conversation mode. We've designed a side-by-side view that's easy for two people to know which side to follow in the conversation. This mode is incredibly intuitive, with just a single microphone button because the app intelligently detects the language spoken and shows translation on the correct side of the screen. Translate will make communicating between languages easier than ever before, connecting people in new ways, and we can't wait for you to try it.
This year, we're introducing a new way to stay connected with your most important conversations, giving you new ways to express your identity with Memoji, and making big changes to how we communicate in groups. To tell you more, here's Stacy Lysick.
Thanks, Craig. First, let's get started with conversations. From the beginning, Messages was designed to make it really easy to get to your newest messages. But with so many active conversations, sometimes it can be tough to get to the ones that are most important to you. So we are introducing a new way to let you stay connected to your most important conversations by letting you pin them at the top of your list so you can always get to them. And you can see messages as they come in with a beautiful animation on the pin. Next, let's talk about expressing yourself with Memoji. There are over 1 trillion ways to customize your identity with Memoji. In iOS 14, we're adding even more ways to create your look with over 20 new hair and headwear styles to let you reflect your hobby, profession, and personality. We've also added something that's even more relevant today, face coverings. And we're adding more age options too. My favorite way of using Memoji is with Memoji stickers. And now we have 3 brand new Memoji stickers that let you send a hug, a fist bump, or even a blush to your friends. Last, let's chat about groups. When you're talking to a group, sometimes there's so much going on, it can be hard to keep track of the conversation. So this year, we're gonna help you bring order to the chaos. First, we're adding inline replies that let you reply directly to a specific message. You can view replies in the full conversation, or you can view them as their own thread so you can focus in on the specific topic. To make it even more clear who a message was meant for, we're introducing mentions. With mentions, you can just type someone's name to direct a message to them. And now you have the ability to only be notified when you're mentioned in the group conversation. And check out the top of this conversation. We have an all-new design for how groups appear. It lets you see all the members of your group where the most recently active people are shown largest. And for the first time ever, you can create a unique visual identity for your group by setting a group photo or customizing your group's look with an emoji. Inside the conversation, you see group members' photos around the image. Of course, it looks great as a pin. You know who's most recently commented in the group because their photo will appear around the outside of the pin. And that's what's coming to messages in iOS 14. All new pinned conversations, fun updates to Memoji, and powerful improvements to groups.
On to CarPlay, which has transformed the driving experience for iPhone owners by being the smarter, safer way to use the apps you love. First up, we have new wallpaper options, perfect for the car. And we're adding support for new categories of CarPlay apps, parking, EV charging, and quick food ordering. Today, we have so many amazing apps that offer a rich set of experiences, we can truly say that for everything we want to do, there's an app for that. So now it's time for us to extend the success of the App Store and make apps available and accessible in whole new ways. What if you could have the right app you needed at just the right moment? Let's look at what it would be like if you did.
Today, no matter what you want to do, there's an app for that. But what if you don't have the app you need right when you need it? Like when you need to pay for parking. Well, now there's an app clip for that. Ooh, look, a new coffee shop. There's an app clip for that. Or your friend sends you a message with a print you like. There's an app clip for that. That looks nice. Looking for somewhere to eat nearby? App clip. Very health conscious of you. Hey, there's a scooter. Let's take it for a spin. Yup, app clip. Ice cream. Wait, there isn't one for that yet? Well, soon there could be an app clip for that. And that, and that, and that, and that.
Developers will create app clips from a part of an app using Xcode and the full power of the SDK. To ensure that they launch quickly, they'll need to be less than 10 megabytes in size. And that's app clips. Immediately discoverable, small in size so they launch fast, integrated Apple Pay for easy payment, sign in with Apple for quick and privacy-friendly login, and the option to download the full app from the App Store when you want to keep it around. And that's iOS 14. It's a huge release that transforms the core experience of iPhone, with redesigned widgets right on the home screen and a new way to organize your apps with the app library. It adds incredible updates to some of the most popular apps with powerful improvements to messages and maps, and introduces a whole new way to tap into apps with app clips. And next up, iPadOS.